What's up, everybody?
Hey, I had a long day
So,
here.
obviously, there are only two of us here tonight. But don't worry. Don't worry. Rich is recovering. He had a surgery and he's still in some pain, so he's not filling up for the stream tonight. But we're all sending him good thoughts, praying for him for a speedy recovery. And he'll be back with
Absolutely.
us on the next live stream, I'm sure. But wanted to let you guys know that. But Rich does send his regards and says to tell everybody hi. So you're stuck with the two of us tonight, which hopefully is acceptable. If not, well, I guess you'll have to get over it.
A little bit.
Or not. I don't know. I'm just playing. Get my microphone out of the shot. Look, I got my sunglasses. Look at that. I got glasses hanging from a microphone because I always lose my sunglasses. So I started hanging them from a microphone and I only lose half of them now.
Let's see. Now you can't find them because you forgot you hung them there.
Yeah, that's right. See, I did see a comment where somebody said they thought it was strange they didn't get an email from Rich, and yep, he had his surgery last week, home and doing fine, just a little pain, and like I said, he will be back with us in no time.
Absolutely.
All right, so what we're going to do is tell you about our projects and our files. The link should be in all descriptions tonight. And these should all be, the download should be full of the two files. There shouldn't be anything missing, unless I screwed something up again. But you never know. But Jeremy has a great little project, so let's let him show you. It's pretty cool.
All right. Uh-oh. It's not letting me do the thing. There we go. Well, I decided that I wanted to do a nutcracker tonight. And this one has the countdown calendar for the days of Christmas. There's 25 days, so starting December 1st. Goes all the way around. And then on the back, you can see this is the back part. It's got the two layers inside where it's doing the thing, and I put little swords here for the handles so you can spin them around and get something to grab onto. And the base is sitting on a Christmas tree. So just a little bit of a countdown deal. Yeah.
Considering that some nutcrackers do hold swords.
Well, Patrick and I have been talking about doing a nutcracker thing here for a couple of weeks, and it just never worked out. And I had this thing kind of burning on the screen on one of my other things. And I was like, you know what? I think I know what I'm going to do with that this week.
I think it's an excellent idea. So Jeremy's going to be burning that project tonight.
Got one set up on the Mark II.
Let's see, and I have mine here. You been up to anything else this week?
Actually, yes. A lot. And I got behind on some stuff. Off camera over that way. The other half of my shop is being remodeled right now. I got drywall up. I got electrical done, hanging some lights, and getting ready to put a backdrop in, get my counter space done. And all this is going to move to the other side of the shop for my new studio. So hopefully in a few weeks we'll have that up and running. Yeah.
What kind of backdrop are you? What kind of backdrop are you thinking?
Right now the thoughts are pallet wood with HTL holsters burned or HTL Customs built into burned into it with the big CO2 laser, big 2 foot by 3 foot HTL Customs sign behind me, possibly brought out with backlight around it coming out.
That sounds very nice. I like it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's ambitious for me, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, let me pop mine up on screen here. Let's see. Not that one. That button and that. So what I have for you today, there's a video that's going around, I don't know, TikTok, Facebook, or whatever, but it's like a crocheted frog that's making dinner. And I took that idea and had AI generate me some images of a crocheted frog, but with Christmas themes. So we have a crocheted frog making a snowman that looks like a frog, and then the crocheted frog wrapping a gift, and then the frog ice skating, making some cookies, and the crocheted frog knitting a frog or a stocking. Yeah, that was knitting a stocking. So those are what's included in my download, and I am going to run 2 lasers and burn one on the UV and one with the Lasermatic. So I'll be using the Hotian UV 5 watt and the Lasermatic 30 watt for the other. And they're both going to be on glass. So if you have any questions about glass, you can ask those when we get to the Q&A part. Let me get back to the main scene there.
I got my
let's
burning.
go through and say hi to everyone. Pop Moose is here. Darren from Tacoma. Dale is here. Joe. Let's see, Dan. Man, I need to make these comments smaller so I can fit them all more on the screen. Let's see, and Dale. Clayton is here. Aloha. Da Vinci 10. Edward. Sergio. Connie. Kenny. Jim Pitts from Wichita. See, Steve Smith is in Oregon. B. Rich is here. Kevin Hallbecker. Mark. John Dawson. Jack Kennedy. Let's see. Same Mark.
From
Rob
Scotland.
Court. Brick Church. V. Swan is here. Rick. Jack in Westerville, Ohio. Not too far away. Indiana is Ray Watts. Herb Browning in California. Is it snowing in California yet? Steve Wright in Reno. Chicago Bob. He's in, where's he at?
Atlanta. Right, no. Boston. No. Chicago. I think he's in Chicago.
Ah, that's right. I can never remember where he's at. Patty from Reno. Oscar. Tim. Joe. Elizabethtown, North Carolina. Woodworker Gene. Edwin. Nipa. Terry. Christy from Georgia. Dentari is here. How are you doing this evening, sir? Tim Arthur. Ken Amos. Andy. Todd Chrisman from Oklahoma. Steve Smith. Let's see, making sure. Ken LaPlante. Niantic River Woodcrafting. Jamie Hennick. He says, oh, I just have to read this one out loud. Boy, I don't know if I can handle the 2 of you 2 nights in a row.
Well, that's your fault for tuning in. All right, we can't help that.
Yeah, it kind of is, right? Let's see. Rick, Greg Wilson in Northern California. Oh, confirmed downloads do work. Nice.
Awesome.
1966 Lorraine Barry. I'm just reading off names. If you want to go through and see if there's anything you want to pop up on screen, go right ahead.
Yeah. How do we pop it up on screen again? Oh, there it is. Okay. Thanks, guys, for the nice comments on this. Thank you.
Johnny, Scott Johnson
Appreciate
from
it.
Nebraska. Wingnut, Home Zero CNC. Kelly Hamilton, Tim Keller from Madison, Wisconsin. Kelly from Denver. Sunderland, UK. Sweet.
Ken said he made my turkey, and his daughter likes it. So
Hobby Guy. Here we go. Howdy from my easy chair.
Hey.
Dawn, David Pingle in South Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Man, we got a lot of states covered tonight. Columbus, Ohio, Steve L3D. Renee 100, hello from Australia. Dawn from BC.
Yeah, howdy.
Kathy, Las Vegas. Lucien in Connecticut.
Somebody said it was 87.
Charles
I think that was
Southern Illinois.
Hawaii. It was 87. It's 24 here and snowing in Michigan.
If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I was trying to go fast, so it didn't take a whole lot of time. But yeah, if you want to scroll through those and see if there's anything that caught your attention,
How are you
share it.
guys heating your shops? Um, well, I ran out of propane today, and I had a show to go to. So 22 degrees out this morning, and I have a chiller going in here, and I had to send my son to get an emergency tank of propane today. So yeah, I heat with propane right now. I'm looking to get a mini
I'm
split
in my
soon.
yeah mini split. That'd be nice.
Hmm.
I'm in my basement, and in the winter, I put the HVAC vents fully open so that I get heat down here. And then when that's not enough, I have a little Lasco oscillating heater setting here on the floor beside me in case my tootsies get cold.
Oh,
I can
here's
warm
one.
them up.
Any thoughts on the Rolly IR module?
I don't have any. I haven't tried it yet.
I don't have one either. I have a fiber laser, so I'm probably not going to get one.
Yeah, I'm not in need of one. It will do surface marking. It's not going to do any deep engraving
Right.
on metal
It
if
would be
that's.
interesting just to see what it can do, but
Yeah, it can open up and add a little repertoire for those of you with the Lasermatic.
whoa, thank you,
Thank
Chicago
you,
Bob.
Chicago Bob. You are so kind.
Yeah, appreciate
Really
that.
appreciate that. Almost a jinx. Almost.
Almost. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We what we did is my mother-in-law lives in a like a group type facility. They turned an old high school into assisted living and elderly apartments, and so they have a community room. And we got together and invited the whole building into their thing and cooked a big old Thanksgiving turkey. And we had like 20, 25 people show up. So that was pretty fun.
I tried to dress nice for this stream, so I made sure my hat and shirt were coordinated. But this is my new if I ain't engraving, I'm misbehaving shirt with the matching red LMR cap.
Rick, that's nasty.
Ew, yeah, that is nasty.
He says he's getting his Lasermatic this week too. Rick did. That's awesome.
How far back are you in the comments looking for?
I'm all the way at the bottom now.
Okay,
I've been scrolling back up. If you see something that I missed, do it. I haven't seen much. Um,
let's see. I did see one question.
yeah, about the 80-watt home
Yeah,
tech.
thoughts on the split versus compact design.
Hmm.
Um, let me
I have
try
the
to
split.
put the camera. I know what I'll do. Let me switch cameras.
There's the source box. There's the tower and the lens. I like it. I don't take it anywhere.
So here's the split style. This is my UV, but the fiber's the same. So you got a case with the power supply. In the case of the fiber, it would be a source, and then you have your breadboard, your tower. Now for a compact, you're looking at more something like this. That's the 60 watt. Basically, the issues with those is sometimes the tower's not tall enough to accommodate larger lenses, as in the case for this all-in-one over here. You see I had to add a riser so I could use a 400 millimeter lens with it. So it's basically just deciding what your needs are and what space you have and what would be the best fit for you. I personally like the compacts. Um, if I had to choose, I'd choose a compact, but it really doesn't matter.
Ventari's got 12 degrees in southern Minnesota. You can keep it.
Oh,
It's
that's
coming here
terrible.
though.
No updates on the Lasermatic Mark III. Nothing yet. There's another. I've had a lot of these, so Rich probably will scroll through the comments and see all those. So thank you for that.
Here's one from Jim Pitts for you.
It says, I'm getting a 10-watt something. Oops.
No, that's fine.
I'm getting a 10-watt something for Christmas. A 10-watt something. Are you hoping it's a 10-watt laser?
That'd be nice.
Thinking, what else could be 10-watt? 10-watt power?
Fish tank light bulb?
That'd be a really tiny, 10-watt light bulb. Or maybe a new light bulb that needs to go over your stove underneath your microwave.
There you go.
Those things always burn out. That'd be handy.
The one I got in my stove's 40 watts, though.
Jim, I did get the Onyx 55. Make sure the lens was installed correct. Mine and others were upside down. All right, I will double check that. I actually have not turned it on because I said I was going to do that live. And, well, I've turned it on. I have not set it up and cut anything with it. So I just got it moved to the other side of the shop from this side of the shop because I'm expecting another laser probably in the next, maybe next week, in the next 7 to 14 days. So I had to make room for that basically. So I'm not in a hurry to get to the Onyx. So I just left it unused. So
You're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start knocking a wall out and tunneling out into the yard, make more room for lasers.
Oh gosh! Hey, Woodworker Gene ordered a shirt last night while watching the live.
Cool.
Yeah, they turned out.
Tell everybody
really
where
nice.
to get those again. Patrick, tell everybody where to get those again.
All right, I'll just type in chat.
Ken says he's getting his first Lasermatic too.
Stickermule.com/LSE. So I just put that in the chat there. And Home Zero did say laser.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago Bob, yes, fridge light bulbs are handy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one for you.
Yeah, I was just gonna put that on screen. Thank you. This week the video is coming out on the mod and how it works and how I like it and if I'm going to keep using it or not. So look for that probably Thursday or Friday this week.
Yep, something to look forward to. In case people aren't subscribed to you, let's do this. And,
I just popped over 800 subs this week, so that's cool.
So there will be everybody's info scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Cool.
Okay, back to comments. Oh, that was
Pop Moose has got a good thing. Says everybody hit that like and subscribe button.
What is going on? For some reason, that comment was stuck on my screen. Just a little glitch. So if you haven't ran glass on your Lasermatic or your diode, the technique I use is spraying on tempera paint. This has a couple spots in it. That's why I haven't engraved on this piece yet. I need to fix these light spots, you could say. But anyway, spray tempera paint on it, makes it dark so the laser will react to the glass, or the glass will react to the laser, and then it will engrave the glass. For UV, you do not need that.
I did my first piece of glass on the Rolly Lasermatic Mark II last week, and it's in the house because I was all excited that it turned out pretty good. I took it in to show my wife, and I forgot to bring it back out here. Whoa. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It's still hard to get used to people sending in super chats
Hmm.
because that's people's hard-earned money they're donating to us for supplies, and I greatly appreciate it. It's hard to explain how much I really do, and
Charlie
I know you
Brown's
feel
got a
the same way.
question. Uh,
I sprayed on. Oh,
how many lasers have you bought versus how many are sent to you for free? I don't qualify for that question. I did buy my first laser. All
I
the
think
rest
I
of them are
bought
used.
five or so, and then the last several have been sent to me. Uh, yeah, no cost for reviews and to promote them.
Okay, well,
Which
you're
is
going to
still
get to
helpful if
Gwen's
anybody wants
question.
to send me a laser to check out or do a video on. So it's also pretty cool. Sergio got a calm marker UV laser. Awesome. Lasers are
Cool.
cool. Tempera paint is washable with water and it will just absolutely come right off. Calcium carbonate, I think, is the main ingredient in it, and they throw some pigment in it, and then it's just water soluble, washes right off. And actually, you can just scrape it right off with a fingernail. Typically, it's hard to
Yeah,
see,
the
but
chalk. Yeah,
it's scraping off.
chalkboard paint works really well as well, except for it doesn't like to wash off, and sometimes you get that dark stuff down into the engrave. So the tempera paint's way better. It washes out better.
I think I'm going to get the Lasermatic started since we're about 25 minutes in, and let you guys watch some glass engraving with the Lasermatic.
Yes, Tim, black paint does work a little bit better than the gray. The darker it is, it helps the laser react better to the glass.
Yep, black is just has more reactivity to the laser than white, so that's why I use black. If you use theoretically,
Well,
white
white
could,
has some properties in it that are okay too.
yeah, theoretically, white might take different settings than black, but achieves the same result. I've never used white, so I can't answer that question specifically. All right. The first frog I'm going to do is the frog making the snowman, and that's going to go on the Lasermatic. Let me get that turned on. You're going to hear my exhaust fan a little bit, but the Lasermatic fan, you'll probably hear that. I think I have noise canceling on, though.
You only have to paint one side of the glass, correct? And generally, the side that you paint is the side that you're going to engrave.
Yep. And for these, for let's see, doing a glass trivet has the smooth side and then the crackle side with the texture. I'm engraving the bottom, flipping the graphic, engraving the bottom, and then it shows through very nice on the top.
Oh, that's cool, Joe. I'm gonna put that one up. Oh,
All
did you
right.
put one up?
Yeah, I just put pop ups up. You can get it
Oh,
next.
okay. Uh, that's a good idea. And pops.
Yep.
Yep,
Cheap airbrush, the
absolutely.
battery powered airbrushes. My glass engraving video on my channel, I have some links to 3 different paint sprayers that I've tried and had success with. Yes, a
Catherine
lot of my
says she
videos share it.
just tuned in. And what happened to Rich? Well, he was abducted live in the first minute and a half by Bigfoot and an alien. So, um, I think they took his easy chair with him too. No, he is
That's good.
recovering from surgery tonight.
Yep. Rich is in the chat. He's watching from his easy chair, and he'll be back with us in 2 weeks. Just had to sit this one out and recuperate following a procedure, and I spoke with him a few times today. So I think he's getting along pretty well. Just a little pain that makes it hard to sit. But
Well, that would have been a sight to see, though.
Here's what I had pictured earlier in my head. I was picturing Rich wearing the leaned back in his easy chair with a camera, just with the camera on him in the easy chair. But then he's wearing the VR glasses, and not the big mask ones, just the regular ones that look like sunglasses. And that way he's watching the comments and doing the stream, just watching those glasses with the camera on him. And he's just leaning back and just like this. We'll have to.
Catherine, no offense was taken. That's good that you asked
Oh,
about
no
Rich.
offense. Of course, we appreciate everybody asking about our partner in crime.
We just hate to think what they're going to say if I go missing one day.
Who knows? Hopefully it doesn't happen and we don't have to find out. All right, let's see if my Lasermatic camera is working. Not the Lasermatic camera, but the camera on the laser that I have directed towards the Lasermatic. All right, now I need to select the right COM port.
Well, thank you, Catherine. Appreciate that. Do laser glasses come with the Mark II? I don't know. I bought mine from Amazon.
With the Lasermatic? No, I don't think so. Because yeah, I don't recall laser glasses coming with the Lasermatic. You can always buy some free mascots. Maybe it did come with laser glasses. I don't remember. Such a simple question, and I don't know the answer.
Free mascot right there. They fit right over glasses. They got the style that you don't need to. If you don't have glasses, they have a smaller pair. But I have a pair for the fiber laser, a pair for the diode, for the CO2. Because I have a Falcon 2240 watt sitting over there that doesn't have any safety glass on it, so I had to buy a pair of glasses, which doesn't get used anymore now that I have this thing.
All right,
Sergio,
I framed it just to make sure it was. Okay, cool. I framed it just to make sure that I wasn't going to hit those little nubs on the bottom of the trivet. I did want to share my settings in case you guys hadn't saw those before. Let me show you that. Get it as big as I can here. Pop it out. I'm running at speed of 7,000, power of 90 with a regular fill, 5% overscan, 0.082 interval, and one pass. And this is with the 30-watt Lasermatic and black tempera spray paint. I don't wear glasses when I'm running the Lasermatic, and that's because it has the laser rated acrylic, and I don't look directly at the beam. If I was going to like directly look at it and watch it, I'd put my diode glasses on. But when it's just running in the back like Jeremy's is now, Mine's going to be soon. I don't worry about it. All right, let's hit go. We'll get this one started.
I got 12 minutes left on mine. So
You started early. I need to get my UV set up too.
well, I got to get it all glued together and assembled for everybody too. So
Yeah.
if I was smart, I would have cut the base out, took it out of there, and then let the rest of it go while the paint was drying. But I'm not smart, so
Okay.
Jesse opened up the frogs, and the settings say 492,000 millimeters per minute at 45% power. That is what we call ludicrous speed.
If you divide that by 60, you get millimeters per second, which would give you speed that galvos are registered in.
Yeah.
I can't even do that in my head right now. 492 000 divided by 60 equals 8,200 millimeters per second. I have paint side up. I have engraved glass that came with the picture frame. I I would get a spare and test the first one
I have
and
done
test
it
it
with a fiber, and it cracked it as soon as it hit it.
yeah, fiber will get it too hot.
Yeah.
Diode might work, and then if you could turn the power down and still get a reasonable result, keep it from heating up as much. Patty just sent me an email. Got it. Basically, when you get any settings from that come in our files, I would just ignore them and make sure they're correct for your laser. What am I doing? I'm checking my email.
Fire retardant clothing. Not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say anything about that one. I had a couple of zingers pop in, and I'm not gonna do it.
Patty, the answer to your question is yes. Although that seems expensive for that particular item. Yeah, I see some others that are like $25 for a gallon.
What's your power that you're running on that glass right now? 90.
90. I almost closed this window. Oops.
I remember seeing it. Yeah, I exploded a few champagne glasses the other day. That was crazy.
I tried to do one of these glass trivets with the fiber and had one explode, and it went into like a billion pieces, went everywhere. Nothing was really sharp, so that was good.
Okay, so have you done brown glass with the diode yet?
No, brown glass is finicky.
Yeah, that's an
It's
instant
not very
shatter on a
cooperative.
fiber laser as well.
Okay, I've got the UV framed up.
Yeah, Greg's asking how did we get the fire around the border? I don't know unless Rich set that up that way, or It's just a
Yeah, it's part of
standard.
EV Mux. You can put different borders around your items in your scene. So for a camera, you can put several different styles of borders. Rich liked that one, and we're rolling with it.
Yeah. Howdy, Mark. Welcome.
All right, I'm going to switch you over to the UV here. As you can see, there's my framing red light.
Your UV is going to be done with this before your Lasermatic is, isn't it?
Maybe. I can't find my glass setting.
Greg has a question. How often do you guys perform maintenance on your lasers and how long does it take? Every 8 hours on the module lens and just to clean the lens off is recommended. For me, 8 hours takes about 3 days, sometimes a day. It depends on how after it I am out here when I'm not doing other stuff. Um, and then every month, I take the module out, pull it apart, clean the fan, clean all the gunk out of it real good, and then I clean the bottom of the laser, get all the pieces off the bottom.
All right, sorry about that. I had to
Wipe
open.
down the rails, lube them good, put everything all back together. And then every 2 months is generally when I clean the honeycomb. And the monthly one takes me about an hour and takes me about 30 seconds to clean the lens on just because I get one of these glass cleaning wipes and the toothpick thing swab and get it down in there and just make sure it's good and clean.
One laser you definitely don't want to look at without glasses is the UV laser.
Yeah.
It's bad for the eyeballs. Pretty bad.
Thank you, Robert. I saw those pictures you sent me. They look pretty good on your table. The glasses are a free mascot. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Right there at the top. Free mascot.
The diode glasses. I can
And
get a link for that.
yeah, and the fiber glasses are green. Free mascots. I like them. They're comfortable. They're not that expensive. Oh,
They have different styles and different wavelengths, so just make sure you pick the appropriate one. But here's an example link I'll throw in chat for free mascot glasses. That's one style, and they have other ones. That's the style I prefer because I can wear my reading glasses underneath of them.
somebody asked about holding the glasses. Right here, Catherine. She asked what recommended for a good holder for glasses and such. Are you talking about these glasses or? Oh, I broke them. I don't have them here. Wine glasses because I built this to put the wine glasses in, and then this part here. Oops, it's not all glued together because I've been messing with it, but this part here is adjustable. I just pop this part, move it up and down to the stem, and then I just run a piece of tape over it, hold it still. As long as I'm just doing one part of it. Just because I'm cheap. And I don't do enough of them to make it worth buying a fancy one. And I don't have a 3D printer that works.
I was sent a jig for glasses, cups, tumblers, odd-shaped objects to review before it went into full production. And let me show you this. Uh, this is 3D printed, and this is designed to level your tumblers or cups. It has thumb screws that keep the slider from moving around on you. It has thumb screws here, so you can adjust the height for different diameter objects. So for example, for just on a regular tumbler, we can put that tumbler in that groove and then slide this back till we get it perfectly level, and then it'll hold it there. You can adhere this to your breadboard or your work table, pop it out, pop the next one in. So this is a really cool design. I know it is for sale on Etsy already. I can give you that link if you guys want it. But I'm getting ready to do my review and give feedback of this tumbler jig. And it's not just for tumblers, it'll work for any round objects. Or probably square, or whatever.
With the, yeah.
Click the
I
wrong.
don't care. So no, so if you're just doing a glass and you're just gonna put like a rose or something simple on the top of the glass, you don't need it to turn. If you're gonna want it to turn, then you got to use the rotary or a whatever. Yeah, a rotary device.
One very nice rotary I have right here.
I prefer blueberry, and my wife's or what did she just make? She made a new one.
Getting, I'm getting ready to do a video on the Rotoboss Talon. I'm doing another video on it, but this is a dog bowl, and you can see how it fits a dog bowl. But it will adhere directly to a fiber table, or you can use it on the gantry like with on its own base like this. But it has tons of adjustment, and it has 4 instead of your typical 3 jaws. So this one has 4, and it has nice rubber covers that are safe for glass. So that is an excellent rotary, USA based, veteran owned company. Let's see. Dale does want the link for that device. Okay.
And Tim was asking if he sells a 3D print, or is it just the actual unit?
I think just the actual unit. Pretty sure he does not sell the file.
Key lime pie. That's what she made. Man, my brain is gone tonight. I was up at 6 for a show today, so I've had a long day already. And I get back here till 5.
Okay, here comes the link. Yeah, I don't think he's going to sell the STL. Alex Campbell's who makes that, and that's my opinion. But let's see. I'll show you here. Here's his Etsy listing, and he's got a picture of a large Stanley tumbler right there. That's showing you how you line it up on your board. But there you go. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's see. Let's go check on the Lasermatic again. I see it's doing something. Um, UV is working, although you can't tell it's doing anything. I'm
Pittsburgh
actually having
Dave.
the camera picks that up because of the UV reflection. In a lot of sensors, it just washes it out, and it looks all red and blue.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I put a UV filter like what you'd use outdoors on this one, and it seems to do pretty well.
Pittsburgh Dave says he missed the notifications for the live. If you're getting it from Rich, he is
Go
recovering
Steelers!
and probably didn't send one out today. So we apologize for that.
Any of you folks out there do ham radio? I've been wanting to ask this on the last couple live streams, and I forgot to ask it last night on mine.
I'm more of a bacon DJ.
More of a bacon DJ. I get it. Bacon's good on anything, even with music.
Jack in the Shop is. Of course, Jack in the Shop is.
Sweet. I have a vanity call sign because I went to West Virginia University. So my call sign is W9WVU.
There's another one.
Here. I've been working on an antenna last few days. It shouldn't damage anything, TJ. TJ's asking about changing the frequency setting.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was reading it, and I was going to let you know it was there in case you weren't looking. I have no idea on that one.
Yeah. Factory's 1,000. The Lasermatic's factory is 10,000. Let's see. Yes, Jack. I just got a 10-meter radio, the Radioddity QT80, and opened it up so it'll do 10, 11, 12, and 15 meter. So I've got that. I don't have any of the like 6 and 20 and any of those radios yet. And then I also have, of course, the 2-meter, 70 centimeter. One spray coat, and you can use a heat gun to dry it faster. So the spray time and dry time is less than the diluting the paint, mixing it, putting it in the sprayer, spraying it, then cleaning up the sprayer. That takes longer.
Okay, mine is done, but I got to grab something real quick.
Jeff, the new time is 8 p.m. Eastern from here on out until further notice.
Yep, and we did announce that multiple times last live stream. So this is how, let me get my screen up a minute. So this is how I put this on there. This guy here goes in sideways, and he's 13 and a half inches tall. So that didn't work. That's hilarious. Get off me. Okay. Bet you guys didn't know it was a comedy show tonight. So I could not, and I don't know if I want to. So this piece slips into his legs here, and then once that's done, here's the base, and then that fits into here. And then he sits on like that. And then here is the two pieces. So the centerpiece comes out and it gets glued to the back here. Put this in and glue it so it's all centered. You guys probably know how this goes. I'm probably just explaining to nobody. And then what I do is I just drop it down so the numbers are visible, and then I hold that in and glue the little circle that just rolled off somewhere onto there. And then when you're done, you get this. And then the numbers just spin. So, yeah.
Description I need for the AI graphics. It just depends on what I'm having it make. I use Chat GPT. I don't use any of the other GPTs. I basically trying to been teaching it what I'm looking for, and then whenever I ask for a laser engraved design, it's spitting out similar images each time. Similar is in similar style. But as you can see, watching the UV is not too exciting.
Yeah.
And
Got a new truck for my wife. It was a good trade. Yeah. So that little part that I need for the inside, it went all the way down, rolled under my desk, and around the corner. I'm going to have one of the little kids come in here and get it because I ain't climbing under there.
You ain't climbing, are you?
I use Bing Image Creator for my AI stuff. And if you don't put simple in front of it, it won't just give you a clean vector look thing. It'll just go crazy with all the lines and all the fill, and then you've got 6 hours of node editing to do. So if I want a black and white, no background, SVG ready for laser engraving picture, I just put simple and then put what I want, keep it simple. And usually it works out pretty well, and then I can cut it apart and do what I need to. Midjourney's good. I started to use that for a little while, and then they were having problems with it through, what is that? Oh, my brain is so fried right now.
Oh, and you folks that were watching my live stream last night, I got a picture of that laptop stand. I sent it to Jeremy earlier today just because it's so cool. No, just the size to pop it up there. That's good. Come on. Don't. Here, I'll show that. So it's a laptop stand, and I just reversed it around and use it for a radio stand. It's pretty cool. And for you ham guys, here's a J pole that I've been working on and built. And that works on, see, that doesn't have all three legs in, that one does. It works on, let's see, 2 meter and 70 centimeter. So you can see there's how it connects. Tested it out, had an SWR 1.3, so it's pretty good. Okay, enough of that.
editing SVG files, Lightburn.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll use AI, but I'm switching over to Affinity Designer.
I haven't checked that out yet.
General
I'm going to have to
idea.
look into that.
Let's see. Can you guys read those chat comments? I think we need to increase that just a little bit.
Yeah, Jim, we
There.
can. It's going to cost you $89.
Jack, next thing you know, I'm going to be a free bander, is what I think I'm going to do. All right, one frog is getting close.
If you want to. William's got a bad transmission tonight, so he's taking off. Thanks for stopping by. Put it in overdrive and slam on the gas. I mean, not. Never mind. The bad transmission. See, I'm so tired. I just need to quit talking.
Do you want the link to my glass etching video? I can put that in the comments. I just have to go find it.
What is Affinity? I don't know what Affinity is. I've heard you say that before.
Designer. They're probably having a nice Black Friday sale. I got it's a you can get the suite, and it has Photoshop and Designer, which is similar to Illustrator.
Okay.
But it's a one-time buy the license and you get upgrades for life. It's not subscription based. Hey, we're done with the diode, and UV is still going. Put it up there. It's definitely worked.
It's the right one.
Okay, I'm getting that link right now.
No, that's the wrong circle.
Search across your channel. Glass. Here it is. There you go. Okay, UV is done. Well, I need to clean the Lasermatic one first. So let me grab the UV one.
There it is. I'm going to write that Affinity down in my book here, because if I don't, I'll forget it on Monday.
I did notice that I was a little out of focus, so it's not as white as it should be. It should be much whiter. Come on, focus on this glass. Put my hand up. So it didn't turn out that great, but that's because I was out of focus. That's my fault. But you can see it's got potential there. If I would have been in focus, it would have been a much better outcome. Moral of the story, always double check your focus.
Yeah, Mark, that's a question that's on Louisiana Hobby Guy's Facebook page. There's probably 100 comments on it now on what people used to clean their honeycomb bed with.
All right, now I'm going to go clean this off, and you can see how it really looks.
I not a sponsor, use Dawn Power Wash for now. I had some purple, something purple engine degreaser, and I heard that works pretty good too. But I don't have any more of that, so I haven't gotten to use it on my honeycomb yet. I can't find LA Awesome around here. The dollar store doesn't have it. Ace Hardware doesn't have it. Walmart was out of it. They said they had it, but I haven't seen it yet in a couple of months looking for it. Yeah,
I'm
Amazon.
like you. I used Dawn Power Wash. All right. So the diode laser outperformed the UV laser on glass because of my screw up. But here's the result from the Lasermatic. If I can get the lighting right. And let me hold up this one that's painted black behind it. Oops, that one. So yeah, that turned out really good. Turn off my fume extraction so it's not sucking out all the warm air. Yeah, that came out pretty good. Hey, that's a good idea to put your own sprayer on the bottle.
I haven't checked
To
Dollar
whip
Tree
it
yet.
out just a little bit. But yeah, that's a good idea.
That's the next town over. I'll have to go and check that out
Russ,
next
I've
time I'm
never
over
thought
there.
of that. I'm gonna have to try that.
Any more questions? It's what, 9:05. Any more questions?
Yep, 9:05. Well, hopefully you guys like today's files.
My
I think
favorite
probably
question,
and
my favorite
Jeremy.
question of all time is, what would chairs look like if our knees went backwards? Somebody's brain just broke.
My mind is blown. I think it just broke. It just broke. You just broke me. I was trying to get that mental image in there, and it just wasn't working.
That is my number one favorite all time question.
Uh, Tell you what, folks, if you have suggestions for other projects and other live streams, be sure to let us know. You can actually email, and sometimes we forget to check that email, but it's lasermakersrealm at gmail.com. I think that's the one. Yeah, that should do it. Lasermakersrealm at gmail.com.
Mm.
Okay. Well, now what was that question again, there, Jeremy?
Oh, I live at the end of a one-way street.
No.
Oh,
What would chairs look like if our knees
bent backwards.
bent backwards? All right, Jeff. Those trivets came from Dollar Tree, $1 a piece. Here's my history. There it
I
is.
don't think you can cut the glass screen protectors with a laser, can you? Or can you do it with a UV?
Mm,
I
I
think you
don't
got to
think
have
so.
an M8 fiber laser, don't you?
Yeah.
People are thinking way too hard about the chair. I tried ChatGPT for some settings, like a couple years ago, and it didn't know anything. So maybe it's picked up on some stuff.
No, didn't make it.
Mm-mm.
If our knees bent backward, chairs will be designed to accommodate the reverse articulation of our legs. Here's how they might look: reverse seat angle, leg clearance, foot
Good night,
support,
Gwen. Thanks for stopping
design.
by.
But it failed on the picture.
Yeah.
It failed on the picture.
Hmm.
Good night, Gwen. Thanks for stopping by.
You'd have to sit backwards. The chair would just be
My daughter had to write a
flipped
5-paragraph
around.
essay today she was working on for homework, and it was about the trade market in like 1855 or something like that. And I said, "Do you want me to have Chat GPT write the essay for her?" She's like, "No, I'll write it myself." Like, that's a good
Good kid.
answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Roger, what are we doing tonight? Going to sleep in a few minutes, I hope. I'm so tired.
Yeah, Jeremy was at a show today. I don't know what I was doing today. I did a little bit of a lot of things. Finished building my antennas. And got some files ready for laser engraving, of course.
Good night. Thank you for
Guys,
stopping
got any
by.
more questions? If
Ren.
not, we're going to wind this
Ren.
stream down and get ready for the next one in 2 weeks at 8 p.m. Eastern. That is GMT -5.
8 p.m. Good night, Catherine.
Let me take
Thanks for
this banner
coming.
off.
I'm been snowed in.
Banner was covering up the other banner.
Okay.
Laser Talk Q&A.
All right.
That's right.
So I'm going to answer this question real quick from
Okay.
Charlie Brown. And
Tim Arthur, you had a
yes.
question. What was your question?
All right. So what I do is I take this. Let's use the 25. It's the biggest number. And I just pin it. And then I make sure that it's lined up even on the edges as best I can from side to side. And from the front, you can't see the circle. And the circle is down under my desk. So I put this little circle in here. I glue that, pop the circle in, and I just hold it tight bond quick and thick for about 15 seconds. Then I glue the top of the circle and I put that on. And it's usually set enough. And then I just line that up And I just stand there and I pinch it for 15 more seconds, 30 seconds, and go. Yes. And then this just rotates around the disc because this part's not glued. It just rotates inside. And there's enough gap with the glue to give it a little bit of a cushion that it spins pretty good. Let's see if I get you a side view right there. So that spins right inside there.
I can't find it. Somebody asked if we saw his question, and oh, here it is.
V, if you want to get a hold of me on Monday, I will help show you how to share your screen.
Origin
so you can
indicator
help your
framing to switch to only the cut layers that would be output. What's the framing usually? Frame and use the origin of the layers that I disable output. See, were you working with the galvo or diode?
Good night, Rich. Rest easy.
Good night, Rich. Have a good sleep. Hope you continue your recovery in a speedy fashion.
Tim's using a diode.
Diode, okay.
Yeah, send me a message on Facebook, V, if you're on, or I can put my email down here for you too. Let me know.
Do you have your layers grouped so that your cut layers are one group and your other layers are another group? Or separate groups? How I normally do that is I always use cut selected graphics, and then I'll just select only the graphics that I want it to engrave. But if output's off, it should not take it into account in framing.
I'm looking for your question, Pop Pop. He had a question about frosted, correctly, and I can't find it now. I can't find his question. Pop Pop, put your question back up, please.
Tim, I would try hiding. So unclick the show button, like ungroup it, unclick the show button for your filled layers, and then just show your cut layers so you can group those together. And then hide your cut layers and only show your fill layers, then group those together. Then just highlight the cut layers and see if it just frames the cut layer with cut selected graphics.
I'm going to put a question up for you. Would running the engraved slower give a more frosted look?
I don't remember from my testing, because I was testing to get it to go as fast as possible and still get a nice white look. I mean, that looks pretty frosted to me.
See you, Da Vinci. Thanks for stopping in.
Let me show you from the backside. Settings that I ran, that looks pretty frosty. So that's the back smooth side. than when you see it from the front. I would just experiment and see. Shut that off. Yeah, you don't want to go too slow. You could probably slow it down a little bit. Try slowing it down to 6,000. Well, I was running 7,000. You could try 6,000 and see what happens.
TJ's asking how your brother's doing.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to mention that. So my brother, he had that wreck and then was in the hospital for several days, was on a ventilator, then came off the ventilator, went home, and he just had x-ray last week. His ribs are healing up fine. He has a broken scapula, and he's going to go see ortho for that. But overall, he is recovering very well. Thank you for asking.
"12 by 12 plywood sheets off Amazon." I use Freiler. I've used a couple other brands, and Freiler's, even though there's a few issues every once in a while, they're still on par the better quality for the price. So
Yeah, let me get you a
that's,
link for that.
yeah. And then Tim Keller was asking if you lasered the smooth side.
I did. I lasered the backside. So this is a really good deal. 12 by 12, they have 1/4 inch and 8 inch. Let's see, I want birch. There, it looks like they might be out of the 1/4 inch Baltic birch. However, the 3mm 1/8 inch is in stock.
Yeah, that's what I typically get. If I want 1/4 inch, I go to Menards and get some really nice looking stuff they have and cut it myself.
Yeah, and it's let's see, $69.96 for 45 sheets. So what's that? About $1.30, you said?
$1.55 a sheet. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 of my air fresheners, maybe 7, depending on how if the weird shapes are, and I sell them for $10 a piece. So you turn $1.55 into $70, all for about an hour's laser time.
Tim's question is still baffling me. I'm sitting here thinking about it.
Okay. I have not used basswood yet. Somebody was asking, do you prefer birchwood or basswood? Birch or basswood? Yeah, Ooch is another good spot. I haven't ordered from them yet.
One grumpy veteran, thoughts on the wide versus standard Lasermatic? Let me tell you, with the wide Lasermatic, I'm doing some of the bigger projects that I used to do on a CO2, and I'm just happy with the way that diode engraves. That I use it more than my CO2 now. So if you can, I would go for the extra wide, because if you need the extra space, you have it, and if you don't, well, you're not missing out on anything.
I agree with Pop. Birch is nicer. Great Lakes Laser Supply in the house. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Great Lakes.
It takes some stains differently over the basswood. A little bit nicer, I think. It's a more uniform look when you're putting stain on than basswood does.
I think I have one plain sheet of basswood that I haven't used yet. Yeah, V and Pittsburgh Dave. How do you say that? Oh,
Ooch.
coach.
Ooch. Oh, Oochooch.
Ouch,
Oochooch.
ouch.
Oochooch. I have no idea.
So they're
Hey, Hobo.
hobo. We are just hanging out at the moment.
Getting ready to wind
All
this down in a
projects
few minutes, I
complete.
hope.
Yeah, winding it down. Getting tired. Getting old. Getting old and tired. Are we at the point where we are close to taking the screen name of let's see, one? It wouldn't be one grumpy veteran, but it could be one grumpy guy. Let's see, are we at that point yet?
Could
I
be.
don't think so. You never know.
Hmm.
We're live on 4 different channels right now. So that's why we've got them scrolling up on the screen so everybody can see everybody's comments.
Yeah. It's hard. Like if these guys are doing a live or something and I'm not there, like if Patrick's doing his or him and Rich are doing something like on an off night, I got to jump back and forth between 4 different channels to see all the comments to try to keep up with everything.
Yeah, we started going across the channels to try to bring more people in, and to ultimately subscribe to the Laser Makers Realm channel, and then of course subscribe to our other channels too.
I have not used leather dye yet. I know somebody who has some. I might have to go get some.
Hmm, I haven't either. Interesting. Pop Pop, please smash the like button on all 4 channels. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that reminder. I have not used leather dye on wood either. I have some here. I have to try it out. Let me put the banner up, and it will tell you all 4 of the channels. That'll be easier. Then at least you can see the handles for all the channels. Tim, is there some hidden graphic or hidden framing line or tool path that it's grabbing to frame with? I don't know. I'm just
That's kind of what I was wondering. He's got to have something in there that's uh, underneath. He figured it out, kind of.
okay. That's better than not at all.
There's
Just
a
make me
lot of that
wonder.
kind of that happens here too.
Yeah, but it.
Hmm.
Um, Interesting. I never have used selection origin checked. Maybe I wasn't just visualizing the issue properly in my head. I don't know. At least you got it. Thanks, Great Lakes.
Yeah,
We appreciate that.
I don't have use select origin check either. I've got collect select graphics and or cut select
You know
graphics
what?
and
Speaking of
optimize
Great
path.
Lakes, let me share something with you guys before we go. Let me grab that from
Oh,
my
okay, Tim.
email. I'm looking. I'm looking.
Wavy lines during a cut already check the belt tension. Hmm. I don't know.
If you guys go to GreatLakesLaserSupply.com, I'll drop a link in the chat. He's having a Black Friday special, and they do they sell a lot of hat clips as their main product. Free shipping over $60, and also have a 15% off coupon. Let's
All
see.
right,
So
Rick.
let me post both of those in the chat. Let's see. GreatLakesLaserSupply.com, and then we grab the 15 off coupon that's good through Monday.
Even with the CO2 laser, you got to put the tempera paint on glass, right? If you're going to engrave on glass.
Not with the CO2.
Okay. You just do it?
Yeah, you can just do it.
I've shattered a glass on my CO2, so I think I was too hot.
Sometimes you get a better engrave by using the Blaze orange mask. So you can put that on it and then engrave the glass. And it's typically used for sandblasting. So you'd laser off the Blaze and then sandblast it. But if you laser the Blaze and the glass at the same time, it gives a more smooth, uniform result. So when I do glass with the CO2, I typically will mask it with the Blaze, but not always.
Yeah, because I do the acrylic, and I don't put anything on the acrylic when I etch my acrylic on the CO2.
Jim, is the gray primer hard to clean off of the glass?
Mine left.
I like the tempera
Mine
paint
left
just
gray in there.
because you can rinse it off with water and right down the drain. Yeah. Great Lakes, we do chat with new people.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have guests from time to time. But yeah, stay in touch. For sure. I have guests. I've been a guest on my streams, and we've had guests here. Belts are tight. Check and make sure. I hope it says belts are tight. Check and make sure your rails are clean and lubricated. Check to see if you have a roller going bad.
Dawn dish soap and a magic eraser. Yeah, I didn't do that, and I think I set it in permanently. My wife thinks it gives a nice shadow effect, though. So I just left it.
Richard asked if there's a specific diode laser he should get for glass. No, they all should work just fine with glass using some sort of paint.
What he meant to say, Richard, was yes, you need to get the Lasermatic.
Yeah, I would definitely go with the Lasermatic. V, you don't like just the two of us? Oh my gosh. My feelings are hurt. We thought we would be the dynamic duo for this weekend. Jeremy, you're going to fall asleep.
If we had a guest, I would have fallen asleep. You guys would have been talking.
Yeah, that's how I figure we need to keep you engaged. Otherwise, you'll be nodding off.
The problem is I didn't have any afternoon caffeine because the guy that was bringing the food truck and stuff got into a car wreck last night and totaled his rig and his truck. So we had no food. We had to go out and get what we had around town. And there's no good coffee shops in town.
I have not tried the tape trick yet. I need to do that one day. I have a lot of things that I need to do, and I just forget to do it. I'll write it down and make a note and then lose the note, and then it's gone. It stinks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. 2 nights, 2 great shows.
V, I'm going to have to get with you on a chat and get some help with some organization if you're that good, because I need a little help with that. I've got a mess in here. But that's why I'm remodeling.
I'm afraid somebody would walk in here and say, okay, I'm going to help you organize, and then just turn around and walk right back out and say, no, thanks.
Yeah, come back with a bulldozer, clean it out in one fell swoop.
Oh,
And
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
tried the
That's going
painter's
over
tape
my head.
either.
Tape helps hold the glass if it's shattered.
Yeah, it'll go through a
Does that
couple of
work if
rounds in
you're
the dishwasher
shattering it
before the
with?
tape comes off.
Does that work if you're shattering it with like an 8-pound sledgehammer? Does tape work for that?
Gorilla tape. The Gorilla duct tape.
Gorilla tape.
Actually, I
Yep.
got some Flex Seal up on the wall there too.
Oh man, if that worked, you could make an infomercial about it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could use the piece of broken glass to try to puncture the boat that's been coated with Flex Seal.
Oh, jeez. I think my son bought that to put on his tonneau cover in his truck, and it works.
Hey, that's good. Well, I'm not going to use Flex Seal. I have a antenna I'm going to put on my truck, and I want the antenna whip to be black, so I'm going to plasti dip it. But I was thinking, yeah, I could probably do Flex Seal too, as long as it's not metallic. No, there's no metal in plasti dip. I don't know about Flex Seal, but that's for a different show. Oh, tape instead of painted surface. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. I was
Well,
at the show until 5 o'clock tonight, so I didn't get to see that.
oh, on his show today. Okay. I'll have to check that out. $3M 201 plus adhesive tape. That is specific.
Okay, I'm writing that down in my book.
Oh, I'd write it down, but I can't find an implement to write with.
I got it. I'll just send it to you in chat.
That's not a pen.
Uh-oh.
Ah, that's a pen. 3M. I'll lose this note. 201 plus. Glass.
I like 3M products.
V, do you need some butter? I really like cinnamon butter.
Mmm.
Doesn't that sound good?
Homemade herb rolls. That's my dad makes the best herb rolls.
Make sure it's the crepe paper tape. Okay. Got it?
That's
Crepe
creepy.
paper tape. Well,
Text it to yourself. Send me
Jim
an
likes
email.
crepes.
I have to
Yeah.
send me an email.
Okay, it is crepe paper tape.
Mm-hmm.
All natural. Rubber adhesive, no vinyls. Very cool. Yes, we are live. And we're live.
Yep.
Both. But we're getting
Ish.
ready to not be live.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy's tired. I had a long day.
It's been an hour and a half already.
Oh, yeah, it has. Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we will wind this down. Great Lakes. Let's stay in touch.
Yeah.
I have your email. You have mine. So we'll figure something out.
Send me a message too, because I want to make a trip. Come see you guys.
Oh, and Great Lakes Laser Supply Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, search his group. They're having a giveaway. So join their Facebook group. Rich is recovering from surgery. He had a procedure. He's doing fine, and just not feeling up to a stream. Has having some pain and wouldn't be able to sit through it. So
Thank
anyway,
you, V.
thank you, V. Have a great rest of your weekend as well.
Yeah.
But thank you, everyone. Remember, we'll be back live in 2 weeks at 8
Yep.
p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern. And I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday evening and a wonderful Sunday.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.